Davis go? The answer was no. Strained groin would keep him out. We'll see if he can play in Game 6 back in L.A. Devin Booker off balance and one. Cameron Payne to the paint. 16-0 run early on. And it felt like the game was over
he hit that one?
About then. Devin Booker falling down and one. Booker.
Man, he is.
That's when you feeling good.
Fire.
7 of 10, 18 points in the first quarter, 30 points for the game. Chris Paul, dealing with that shoulder injury, knocks down the three. It's a 21-point lead. Paul passed Markieff Morris. How about Jay Crowder? Locked and loaded. It's a 21-2 run to start the second quarter. You may be sensing a theme. Torrey Craig, the two-hander. CP to DeAndre Ayton, who's shooting around 80% for this series so far. Phoenix up by 30 at halftime.
30 at half.
Now, this was the only downside to the evening was Chris Paul bumped by Wes Matthews. I don't see anything wrong with what Matthews did, but it obviously hurt Paul. He went over to the sideline to be tended to. In obvious pain. He would eventually come back to hit the 2 free throws and then head to the locker room. Later on, chats with Matthews. All good? All good. It's good. It's good sportsmanship. I didn't see anything wrong there.
I didn't see anything either.
Matthews didn't do anything. Just because it hurt doesn't mean
Chris trying to crack back, and he's small, and Matthew going for the rebound. I didn't see him throw any extra elbows. I didn't see anything. But I do understand Chris Paul. It hurt. It hurt it for sure. You can tell he was hurt.
His reaction, it definitely hurt.
It definitely hurt. 30-point win for Phoenix for LeBron James. Get this. First time in his NBA postseason career he's lost back-to-back first-round games.
That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
As long as he's been around?
I was about to say, he's been in the playoffs forever.
Forever. Unbelievable. Lakers shoot under 35%. Phoenix takes a 3-2 lead. They can close it out in L.A. Here's Frank Vogel.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started with Mike Trudell.
Hey, Frank, just your general question, your reaction to how the game went tonight.
Yeah, obviously poorly. We didn't play well enough on either side of the ball early in the game. They built a big lead. We didn't respond. But it's, they did what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to win Game 5. Whether they win by 1 or win by 30. They won Game 5. It's our turn to go home back, go back to L.A., go home, take care of our home court, and make this a 7-game series.
Frank, you tried a lot of different lineups in that first half, especially the second quarter. What were you seeing that wasn't coming from a rhythm standpoint or making shots or whatever it was, especially in that second quarter?
Yeah, we're struggling to shoot the ball. Our shooters got to figure it out. We got to continue to work on our execution offensively to see the ball go in the basket. And we didn't defend well enough in the first half. So it was both sides of the ball. So we were looking for a spark with some of the other guys.
Frank, how do you think you respond emotionally to a game like that? There haven't been many in which it's been that big of a margin that early. What are you expecting there?
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll find out what we're made of, and we'll find out how bad we want this.
Dave?
Frank, LeBron played all but 17 seconds of the third quarter with the margin already pretty big. What was the idea there? Just to try to get something working, or was it?
Yeah, we got to find our guys. Have our guys. Try to find a rhythm. That's what when you're down by a huge margin like that in the third quarter. You try to find something that works. Nothing worked in the first half. So that's what that was about.
Bill?
Hey, Frank, 2 questions. One, was AD particularly close, after he went through his pregame stuff? And then 2, you guys made it through the playoff run last year without facing an elimination game at any point. What gives you confidence here that you guys will have the answer to battle back under these circumstances?
Yeah, well, we got a good team. We got to do the best we can over the next 48 hours to get a little more healthy. Really working, with our treatments to get some of our guys back and, remain confident in the depth that we have. We built a deep team to withstand some of the injuries, and we got to take care of our home court. As far as Anthony is concerned, he went out and moved around. I don't know exactly how close he was, but he wasn't able to go.
Kyle.
Frank, given what you guys have kind of been through with your injuries and other setbacks this season, are you surprised that you're kind of reaching this point in the season? It seems like urgency and resilience are a little bit short in a game like this.
Well, you got to credit the Suns. They're playing terrific basketball. The second best record in the NBA. They're a really good team. Okay, we have to be on our game, and we weren't on either side of the ball tonight. So our guys fought, competed, but didn't execute on either side of the ball nearly well enough. We have to get back to the drawing board, watch the tape, see ways we can get better, and put together a plan to win Game 6.
Last 2 questions. Dan.
Hey, Frank, 2 kind of quick ones for you. LeBron was pretty visibly frustrated in the fourth quarter, I think headed back to the locker room with about 6 minutes to go. Was everything all right with that? And then I guess secondly, how do you guys get Dennis back on track? And what do you think is causing some of the issues he's having? Obviously 0 for 9 tonight.
Well, in terms of Bron going in the back, Bron had to start his treatment. It doesn't do any good for him to sit over there, without getting worked on or beginning the treatment as soon as possible to help him get ready for Game 6. We have to be creative and find ways to get Dennis going. He's a hell of a player. It's been huge for us all year. Struggled a couple games in this series, but we've got to put this one behind us and see if we can find be a little more creative and find ways to get him going. Because when he's going, we're a hell of a team. He had a tough night.
Last question, Mark Medina.
Hey Frank, how do you think LeBron handled trying to thread the needle of, being aggressive and getting his shot and trying to get others involved?
I thought he found a perfect balance. I mean, he's trying to score, and he was finding people for open shots all night long. While he was in there, we got to knock down shots. You know what I mean? It's a make or miss league, and we're just not shooting the ball really well right now. But I thought he had a good balance of looking to attack the score and looking to create for others.
Just plain ugly for the Lakers, who become the first defending champion to lose by 30 or more in a first-round game. Not great. Not great. Phoenix with the big win. By the way, they put up a franchise record for the postseason, 4 turnovers amongst everything else that went right for them. Here's head coach Monty Williams.
Wow. So I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. Coach, what's an update on Chris? Obviously, he went down and left the game. What do you have as far as him, as far as his health goes?
He went in the back and got some treatment. Everything is not up in the air. I don't want to give an official update on him until I get more information. I don't have anything right now, but